Welcome, Ophiuchus. It is Sachi, and we are going to do some shamanic shifting where we take a look at your current energy, take a look at what your goal is, and then take your current energy and see how we can transmute it into your manifestation goal. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And just a friendly reminder that the top 2 videos with the most likes get a bonus reading, and whoever comes in first gets the extended for free. And also right now, for a limited time offer, I am allowing a 30-day free trial for any membership on my website. So if you want to see the type of value it holds to be able to access the extended, not just yours, but all of them, if you want to watch your sun and rising, as well as accessing the musings page, which has up-to-date astrological articles and so on. My other announcement I would like to make before I begin is that my Tarot 101 course is now available in my shop. So if you are interested in learning how to read your own cards, that is what you should look into. It has everything that you need to know to read your own cards. The presentation, it's a 2-part course and we cover everything. So we talk about from the very beginning how to choose a deck if you don't already have one, how to connect to a deck, how to cleanse your deck, how to create spreads, and of course how to read each of the individual tarot cards. So we go through every single card of the major arcana and the minor arcana, and we also discuss how to view tarot as a whole. So how to understand the journey of the major arcana and what the minor arcana is as a whole, so that you can see things from a higher perspective and not just, you know, memorize each card, but sort of understand it as a whole in terms of symbology and numerology as well. So if that interests you, it also comes with an in-class worksheet packet for you to print out, and you can take notes in a very meaningful and intuitive, organized way. And you can find all the information very easily after the class because you'll know exactly where it is. It also has some tarot journal prompts for before and after class, and then a certificate of completion for you to fill out once you have completed the course to have proof that you did indeed successfully complete the Sachi The Scorpio Tarot 101 course. So again, if that interests you, the link is in the description box below, and you can find that in my shop. So anyway, let's get started, Ophiuchus. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the 5 of Cups to the 6 of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. So 5 of Cups is telling me that you're letting go of emotional disappointment, and it kind of feels like someone was poisoning your emotional body, and you're really doing a lot to try to get those toxins out. And it kind of felt like someone was sort of putting their own insecurities onto you, and you're getting rid of it. Specifically, it feels kind of like familial like expectations, if that makes sense, kind of what your family expected you to be. Typically I get a different vibe from the 6 of Cups, you know, usually like emotional fulfillment through lineage, but this, I was getting like the poison is coming from, you know, generations of expectations of what you're supposed to be, basically. And with the Hierophant coming out in reverse, it's telling me that you're not doing things by the books, you're not doing things by tradition, and you're not doing what other people want you to do, pretty much plain and simple. We have the Trainer, Switchcraft, and Mankey Punch. So this is telling me Trainer, that indicates somebody else's energy, has sort of switched up their flotation device, basically. They may have switched up something emotionally. It could have been someone who offered some sort of help and is no longer doing so in some way. And Mankey using Punch, this is fighting type energy. So it is telling me that there can be some fighting energy with you and this person who seem to have switched up their energy. And, you know, I'm hearing like it may have been a punch to the gut kind of energy. Mankey is known for sort of getting furious. It gets enraged and just, it's known as just like an angry monkey pig Pokemon. So I feel like there definitely were some anger issues that were involved with this person as well. All right, well, that's what wanted to come up in the cleansing ceremony. As I mentioned, what we are going to do is take a look at what your current energy is, what your goal is, and how to transmute or change your current energy into your goal. So let's take a look, Ophiuchus. I'm hearing like a lot of music for you guys. We have 7 of Cups, Temperance in reverse, Six of Pentacles and Strength. I also saw Strength when I was shuffling earlier too. So, Seven of Cups, this is telling me that you are getting into astrology. Seven of Cups is emotional fulfillment through astrological transits. And it's coming out upright. You know, we have almost every single celestial body that is moving direct, right? Mercury just ended its retrograde a couple days ago. I'm recording this on the 20th. It ended its retrograde on the 18th. Now, Uranus is the only planet that's retrograding, but it moves direct either tomorrow or 2 days from now. So, you know, it definitely, right when we have the new moon and Lunar New Year. So, lots of good energy, things moving forward. And I'm really feeling that you are tapping more into astrology in your current energy. With Temperance in reverse, you could be kind of, so Temperance when it's in reverse could mean that you're kind of letting your temper get the best of you. You may be having difficulty sort of tempering your spirit. Temperance literally also means absence of alcohol. So some of you may be engaging in some substances, you know, to a degree that it's coming out in your card reading, you know. Six of Pentacles is telling me that there is some generosity going on. Some of you may be giving to people who are less fortunate. But one thing I always say about the Six of Pentacles, there's always a systemic issue here. It really shows an imbalance of masculine and feminine energy, because the masculine is giving to the feminine energy, but they are begging, they're on their knees. Where the natural energy flow is that the feminine naturally receives because the masculine naturally gives. So there's a little bit of imbalance, but it does point to, you know, again, some kind of charity energy going on here. You know, someone may be giving you something that you are asking for, but it is also kind of a card of being breadcrumb to an extent, but still being provided for, you know. We have the Strength card, which is telling me that your strength is getting stronger. So, you know, this points to your willpower and your ego, your sense of self becoming solidified, and your ego becoming more driven and able to assert its own will. It also points to, you know, little things, how like every little thing matters, right? If you want to build your physical strength, you would have to, you know, lift weights every day, right? And it starts small and then it gets heavier. If you want to strengthen your spiritual muscle, it is something that you practice over and over again. In this card, it shows snakes and frogs all taking a branch that are going to this fire, right? So it's like, that's the fixed fire energy of Leo, and it takes just a little, you know, one wand at a time to keep that fire going. So it's like basically saying one choice at a time, this energy is getting stronger and stronger. I kind of feel like they're kind of four separate messages in your current energy is kind of what I'm feeling. It doesn't feel like one story to me, so you may be doing a lot right now. All right, let's see, what's the light energy? You know, you may be getting stronger and stronger when it comes to your astrology or something like that, but it feels like in general you're understanding sort of how all the little things add up. We have Houndour using Team Hunt. So Houndour is a dog Pokemon. Dog spirit represents loyalty. So there is this aspect of loyalty to some sort of team with Team Hunt here. So again, it's like, you know, all these little, you know, helpers, right? The frogs and the snakes are, you know, bringing that wand in. So it seems like you are getting some help, right? And again, it seems like whether you're the one giving the help or receiving the help, there is some aspect of charity here. It says, to corner prey, they check each other's location and use barks that only they can understand. So it's talking about, you know, checking each other's location and using barks that only they can understand. So it's definitely giving me this energy of, you know, finding a team that really only you and them like understand, right? So that could be astrology. Maybe you're in true sidereal, obviously, because you're Ophiuchus. So maybe you're connecting with a little bit more people who are sort of on your level when it comes to that, and kind of speaking a language that only, you know, you guys understand. And when it comes to checking location, it could be maybe you're like, you know, I'm in this time zone, I'm in this time zone, or something like that. But again, location also astrologically can change, right? Or, I mean, not change, but where you are also depends on, you know, what you're seeing astrologically, right, when it comes to time. All right, let's see what's the shadow here. We have Lapras using Aqua Bullet with third eye chakra in reverse, and we have Buffalont, Sap Sipper, and Derail coming out stock. So Sap Sipper, obviously, you know, like I said, temperance means absence of alcohol. It's coming out in reverse, so you might be sipping on that sap, Ophiuchus. And it could be derailing things a little bit when it comes to, you know, Buffalont is like Taurus energy, so it might be derailing your financial goals or something like that. Or maybe, you know, your daily routine even. But again, it seems like you're getting the support that you need. It says their fluffy fur absorbs damage, even if they strike foes with a fierce headbutt. So it seems like any sort of, you know, bad thing or negative thing, it seems like you're protected enough. So again, I don't feel any sort of negative energy here. It's kind of like you're being taken care of no matter what, and sort of focusing on your strength as you are tuning more into the solar system. However, we have this third eye in reverse and Aqua Bullet with Lapras. So there is something with your third eye coming out in reverse. This can be like a mental health issue in some sort of way, because the third eye is also the mental space. So it's telling me the mental space is a little bit topsy-turvy at the moment. Maybe your mental health isn't the best. I mean, obviously, if you're sipping on sap, probably not. And it may be causing your intuition to be a little bit fuzzier than usual. With Lapras using Aqua Bullet, you know, Aqua Bullet is using emotions as a weapon in some sort of way. So emotions kind of may be weaponized against you. And it may be even your own emotions towards you in some sort of way. But we did see with the Five of Cups in the cleansing ceremony that, you know, someone was trying to poison your emotional body basically, and you were trying to get rid of it. It's which also it shows wine. So maybe it's, you know, you trying to give up some sort of sap that you're sipping. It says these Pokemon were once near extinction due to poaching. Following protective regulations, there is now an overabundance of them. And Lapras is the transportation Pokemon. So again, there's something about location and transportation that is very important here. And it's talking about, you know, once it was near extinction, but now there's an overabundance of them. So it's kind of giving me energy of like maybe astrologists or psychics or something. You know, like maybe you feel like the market is saturated is what I'm hearing, of kind of whatever you're in. Very interesting energy. All right, let's see. What's your goal here? Oh, Two of Cups. Any more? Okay. What else? What's Two of Cups? Seven of Swords, Moon in reverse. Beautiful. So it looks like you are looking for a harmonious union. Two of Cups is a soulmate card where there's an equal exchange of emotions. And, you know, it's interesting. Turtle Spirit's here and Turtle Spirit is here. So I definitely feel that Cancerian energy here. So you're looking for some sort of partner where you emotionally nourish them and they emotionally nourish you, not this Aqua Bullet sort of nonsense. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, someone who is not going to abandon you or trigger your abandonment wound. And with Moon in reverse, someone where there are no secrets between you two. So very upfront, out in the open. Okay, in the light, we have Sableye using Furtive Drop and Oranguru using Instruct and Psychic. So with Sableye Furtive Drop here, you know, Furtive Drop is like talking about something that might go down in the future is how it feels like. This is a dark type. So it's kind of like if you're looking into the future, if the energy drops, you still want to make sure that, again, that there's no secrets between you two, even through the dark times, basically, and that they won't abandon you. Sableye also is like a gem eater and its eyes are gems. So you may be looking for marriage, like, you know, his eyes are diamonds basically. So it's like you might be wanting that kind of commitment. It says it dwells in the darkness of caves. It uses its sharp claw to dig up gems to nourish itself. Yeah, so you definitely want a gem here. It's talking about dwelling in the darkness of caves. So, you know, that gives me kind of energy of hermit mode or shadow work. So it seems like you are up and willing to do the shadow work necessary and do the inner work necessary in order to get this Two of Cups that you desire. Coming out stuck is Oranguru, using instruct and psychic. So it looks like you are also looking for some sort of guru that can help you and bring you instructions when it comes to the psychic energy. And again, maybe you want to become a professional astrologist, but you're worried that it's oversaturated or something like that. It says, deep in the jungle, high in the lofty canopy, this Pokemon abides. On rare occasions, it shows up at the beach to match its wits with Slowking. So this is talking about, you know, it's up high in the jungle. It is the sage Pokemon, which represents this very, you know, wise type energy. And so it talks about how it's like up in the energy and it's sort of descending the energy down to match with Slowking, you know, to have this conversation with Slowking, which is also known as a very wise Pokemon. It can even speak English, or like human language, I should say. And yeah, so they're both very wise, like sage-like Pokemon. And so it looks like you're looking for someone who has that wisdom that can kind of, you know, meet you where you are and get you to where you want to go. And again, it seems like these are kind of two separate goals here. You want the relationship, but also, you know, you want the guru that's going to help you instruct. Unless you're looking for psychic instruction on how to get this, then boom, I guess you're in the right place for that. But it does feel like maybe there is something a little bit deeper here with that astrology card. All right, let's see what's the shadow here. We have Nuzleaf using Harden. So it seems like maybe your heart is, you know, it's like, it's kind of like you want your heart to toughen up a little bit. Not like in a bad way. It's not like you're a wimp or anything like that. I don't feel like that type of stuff. It's not like you need to be harsher with your heart, but it's kind of like, maybe you like fall for like every single person who comes around you. And it's like, you know, you sort of throw yourself at them, where if you really want this Two of Cups energy where they don't leave and there's no secrets, like you have to be a little bit more discerning about, you know, who you connect with, you know. And look at Nuzleaf. He's kind of like behind the tree, just sort of observing. So I feel like part of this is, you know, just observing someone of who, you know, learning who someone is before you try to make that commitment, right? If you want the ultimate commitment of, you know, marrying someone or whatever it may be, then you need to know who they are before you actually know if you want that with them, right? It says it lives deep in forest. With a leaf on its head, it makes a flute of whose song makes listeners uneasy. So this is talking about living deep in the forest, right? So we have a lot of foresty energy. With the leaf on its head, it makes a flute that makes people uneasy with its song. So I feel like there is also an energy of kind of getting information about people's like taste in music and things like that. And I feel like part of this, it's very important. If you're trying to bring love into your life, you cannot be listening to songs about exes, about breakups, about, you know, men ain't ish, women ain't ish, or whatever it may be. Like, you can't be listening to heartbreak songs or, you know, thug songs or whatever. If you want to be able to have a soft heart with someone and really have that commitment and vulnerability, then you can't listen to music that makes your heart harden, okay? But again, there is an aspect of sort of needing to toughen up the boundaries that you have when it comes to love and relationship in general. So I'm going to go with the romance energy. And Two of Cups doesn't always have to be romantic. This could be a business partner or a friend or whatever it is. But I definitely feel a romantic energy because you do want that gem. So let's just see what the romance angels would like to say. We have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yes, romance is amazing. Make that gesture and express your love. But we have playfulness in reverse. So it's saying express your love, but don't be too playful. You know, it's very important to express your love, to be romantic, to make that gesture, but not playing, right? You don't want to play with someone's heart, and you don't want to be with someone who's a player either. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So again, I feel like there is an air of more serious rather than being in that, you know, play energy. because again, there seems to be a little bit of imbalance there between the masculine and feminine energy. But anyway, we will see more in the extended. If you would like to follow me there, the link is in the description box below. And again, there is that 30-day free trial if you are interested. So I hope to see you there.